Now let's get on today's other news. Internet personalities Daniel Keemstar and Nicholas Deorio had a heated argument during live stream show hosted by Edwin's Generation. The whole interaction was ignited after Deorio made fun of Keemstar's failure to put Salvo pancakes under control during his own podcast. In response, the Dremelert founder laughed at Deorio's reaction after the brief return of John Swan to the internet and criticized him of being fake. Deorio in his typical fashion tried to act like a cool poker player, but after 30 minutes of rough conversation his character began to crack, revealing a confused young man, lost in the huge gap between ego and reality. Our drama editors has been following this breathtaking development.
That sounds like a lot of coke, bro. I gotta be honest with you.
But
me, Augie, and Bob Black came out of retirement for one stream on Augie's channel.
Keem's right. People see it.
That's how you respond.
Was that even before? Like,
if you get confronted, with anything, right? Your response is like, "Wow, that seems like a lot of coke." You do that in every scenario.
Fair,
At what point do we stop trusting Nicholas Deorio? Because you can't be real.
Exactly.
I'm mad at John.
You can own me when you get like something
good. You
good,
can't have
bro.
a real conversation with me. It's always
because you gotta
like
give me like a point that's
like,
not retarded. Like I'm scoffing at you
a
because
point.
I'm actually scoffing at you. That's not a joke. Like I think that's retarded.
I'm giving you a real point. Salvo brought John Swan on to mess with Augie and them, and it worked. You guys like came rustling back to get your show up and going and doing that.
You don't have any actual argument. Yours is just like John was on a stream, therefore you guys made after hours. It doesn't make any sense.
John showed up on Salvo's stream, and you guys were live. What was it, like 2 weeks later? You guys were up and going.
2 weeks later? Wait, I'm so. Hold on. So like, so we whiplashed hard on that John Swan thing and fired up the stream in 2 weeks.
Yes. I know you did. You all commented on it. You're like, "Oh my God, Salvo has John Swan on this and that."
Oh, so surely we did a long, extensive segment on John's return in that stream that you're saying that we did about John.
Oh, so you?
Oh no!
Well, that's beside the point because
no, I get it.
You guys wouldn't. Of course, you guys wouldn't. Of course, you guys wouldn't.
Salvo, I figured it out. I know why Keem's butt hurt.
Okay.
Because that stream that... Wait, hold on, Keem. No, let me actually finish. I think we should talk about this. So, Keem, wait, the stream that you're talking about is the one where we made fun of you for 2 consecutive hours? I understand what's happening here. This makes a lot of sense now. Wait, so...
That sounds like cope. Like,
you guys made fun of Keem?
Yeah, that was a... Wait, Keem is telling us that we were, like, whiplashing 2 weeks later on the Salvo stream because we made fun of Keem for, like, 2 straight hours.
Nick Tacopio, I called into Edwin's show drunk.
Wait, Keem, I thought we were going to do that whole like...
I'm sorry, why do you talk every time I talk?
I thought, I'm sorry, I have to stop you because
every single fucking
Wait,
time.
I have to stop you, Keem, I'm sorry. Like, because you keep saying stuff about being real.
I'm going to talk. When you
No, but you're being real and now you're dodging me.
I'm being real. I'm trying to be real.
I'm holding you to the fire,
I'm trying to be real right now. Is this a fun game when you talk, I talk? Because you've done it to me.
I'm not interrupting you right now.
I'm not interrupting you.
You can talk.
I talk, you talk. It's really fucking cringe, Nick.
Okay. You good?
Who's getting real?
Totally fine. I want to know why you keep interrupting me. Like, what? You don't want to hear the point? You don't want to have a conversation?
Who's making the point first?
You have like plenty of time to explain your point, but instead you're like seething. Because you like, well, what's your point? We can move past the interrupting part. Just tell me your point.
I'm frustrated by the fucking interruptions. By the interruptions.
Is it lack of respect? Are you gonna grab your tits and have the biggest cock in the community?
Oh, shit. Don't have tits. You have tits, Nick.
Okay, this is.
You're the one with the tits. I don't have.
And we're back. Are you gonna grab them?
I'm 40 years old, and you're 20 something.
We are looping.
So that sounds about your age. Like that's what you go for.
So like, let's be real here.
That's about usual for you.
Are you saying I'm into you? What is that? Like some weird homophobic?
What's not to like? Yeah, you know.
No homophobia.
I don't think the optics are that good, Nick. I don't think the optics are that well right now.
It was actually you going for younger people.
Making homophobic jokes, Nick. Come on now.
I hate making homophobic jokes.
It seemed that you guys were all seething and posting tweets, and you were shocked that John Swan showed up on fucking Salvo's stream. And I thought that was like a great little troll that Salvo did, and I thought it was funny how you guys were all reacting. And then right away, you guys
one singular
rushed back.
example. of like when I was mad about it?
I don't have all the tweets, but you all made comments about it. I seen it. I seen it. Like when
in their
you guys
group chats too. I can't imagine the comments made in private.
Regardless, you guys fired up your show like right afterward, and regardless if you were picking on me on that drunk swing, I don't care. I was drunk and I said a lot of cringy shit and I deserve to be picked on. That has nothing to do with it. I'm just laying out the fucking facts, and for some reason you can't accept the timing here. All right, John Swan is on Salvo, and then you guys rushed to bring your show back.
We rushed 1 week later to do a stream on you. These are the facts here of the case.
Why would you do it on John Swan? You don't want to give John Swan clout. You don't want to get Salvo clout. Why would you cover John Swan? It's like your argument that we covered it on you, so obviously we're not mad about John Swan.
Hold on.
Doesn't even remotely make sense.
Keem, so wait, all right, let me get this straight. So we don't want to give John any clout, right? And we don't want to talk about it and promote it.
Salvo.
But we were constantly tweeting about Salvo's stream when it happened. So, I mean, I know these are your 2 points. Can you kind of work out how those kind of link?
Because you guys know that your Twitter is like the engagement. You know what I mean?
No, actually, that's my biggest platform right now.
Doesn't go any compared to Augie RFC's stream?
I mean, Augie's stream isn't my show. I don't plan Augie's stream.
If I remember correctly, it was a lot of like tweeting at each other and stuff. You know, I don't have the tweets right in front of me, but I know you all made comments on it. And maybe it was a private group chat or whatever that I saw the most. But you guys all made comments about John Swan appearing on Salvo's show. Did you not?
Yeah, were any of them like super negative? Like, were any of them like, "Hey, I can't believe Salvo's platforming this guy"?
No, it was the typical passive aggressive laughing it off, like ha 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 ha.
No, it's funny that John was on Salvo's stream. That's a funny thing he did. Yeah. Everybody else thought it was funny. Are we not allowed to have that perception because you've decided that we have to be mad about it?
Funny. It was pushing the narrative.
I feel like that
we're all blackballed.
I feel like that you went into panic mode and.
Can you like substantiate that? Yeah, that's the question. Like I get what you think, but can you substantiate it?
And I'm just looking at the timeline. That's my opinion based on the timeline.
The timeline doesn't match the argument you're making. This is why I scoff at you.
That's not my opinion. That's also Salvo's opinion. That's a lot of the fans' opinions.
Sure, I didn't see a single person in our chat say that.
I mean, your chat is filled with nothing
but
like racist and anti-Semitic bullshit.
Right. I thought. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Wait, again, Keem, these are just not working. I thought Salvo was the anti-Semitic one.
Wait, are you trying to say that your chat on the Augie RFC is not like racist, women-hating, like
this is so weird to me.
Shit?
Like,
are you trying to say that?
What
that's
is
not
my
your
chat on the Augie stream? Can we figure out how we like reach that conclusion?
Well, because
like, do you think my audience is like a?
You were on that show, Nick. You were on the Augie.
I was on that episode.
You're on multiple ones, like you're
out of the 300 episodes. I do appear on some
cast
of them.
member. Are you trying to deny that there's not like this over-the-top, like racist, like anti-Semitic, women-hating fucking chat on that show?
Actually, can you tweet a picture of
Are you changing the subject instead of answering the question?
No, I want to see what your community does.
That's a typical thing that Nick does. When I ask a question, instead of answering the question.
But this is not really productive.
No, I promise this is actually on target. I promise this is actually on target. Can you tell me
win the answer?
Okay.
Typical Nick style right here.
Would you describe Kanye West as anti-Semitic?
I think he's made some statements that were anti-Semitic, sure.
Okay. Would you describe Kanye's comments related to Hitler at the time to be pretty anti-Semitic?
Well, I mean, Hitler was clearly anti-Semitic, right? And he said that he loved Hitler. So obviously people perceived him that way.
Sure. So your Twitter poll that voted 50% in favor of Kanye West after he said that he loves Hitler, would you describe your community as anti-Semitic?
No. See, you're being dishonest right there.
Wait, I'm sorry. How am I being dishonest?
Okay, well, I'm about to say it, but you interrupt me. Why do you do the laugh interrupting thing instead of letting me speak? You do it every time, Nick. Every single fucking time. All right? You suggested to this audience right here, 400 some people over on Eduardo's stream, that I put out a poll asking if Kanye West was anti-Semitic. That is not what I put out. I put out a poll saying, do you think Kanye West is a genius, or do you think Kanye West is stupid as fuck?
You posted it right after he said all the anti-Jew things, and everyone was like, wow,
no, but you misrepresent it, and you falsely described what that poll was about, though. And you brought it into evidence under bullshit.
So,
you just made it up.
So typically when people say that I love Hitler, I wouldn't usually describe those people as geniuses. So I feel like my judgment call is correct.
So typically when someone brings evidence, like, you know, to the foreground of a debate, that it's accurate, and in your case it was highly inaccurate.
I actually think it's a Hyundai, not an Acura.
Good one, Nick. Good one, Nick. It wasn't accurate at all. What you said is not true.
Neither of you can be arbiters of the community, okay? You both want to be. You can't.
I don't want to be arbiters of anything.
Well, you act like it.
I still don't even know what Parking Tigers has done.
Well,
changing the subject once again.
Wait, what's the subject? You haven't provided a single argument. You just keep saying I have all the evidence.
I asked you a question. Like, I asked you a question.
All right, what's the question?
Ago
Let's answer it.
You have refused to answer.
Ask it,
please. You responded by saying you put out a poll asking if Kanye was anti-Semitic, and that's just simply not true.
Yeah, I pointed out that your argument, like your community is also anti-Semitic.
The question is the Augie RFC stream one that you're a cast member on? All right,
I'm not a cast member.
All women. Okay, have you appeared on that as
sure, but I would argue I'm not a co-host.
Occasional cast.
I don't get paid for my time, and I'm not like actually like working for him in any way.
Is
I'm not, like, providing docket.
Highly anti-Semitic? And see, you've done so many cope laughs and spin arounds and fucking not answering a question and asking a different question that now I forgot even why I was making this point in the first place. But
you don't even know what your own questions are.
Oh, I know the question, and I'm about to get to the question. I don't know why I asked the question.
You're like, all right, this is why Jessica Pizzle cried on stream. Because when fucking
here
Matt...
he goes again.
No, this is relevant, I promise.
Still hasn't answered the question, chat.
You still haven't asked the question. It takes you 4.5 hours to finish your fucking sentence.
I have asked
This is the problem, Kim.
You interrupt me every time I talk. I've asked you the question, and then you asked another question. So I'm going back to the original question. I'm going back to the original question.
I know, I heard you. We know you're going back to it.
We're all going to laugh as you cope and interrupt me again. As you interrupt me again, Nick.
Okay.
Is the Augie RFC chat a stream that you appear on frequently? Is that chat? You know, races, you know, women hating, anti-Semitic, like... You know, is that chat? I'm very prone to those types of things.
Absolutely. I think if they were locked in a room with a Jew, they would beat him to death.
So your answer is yes. And I don't know
originally
why I asked that question.
Yeah, that's the point. You don't know why. You have no idea why we're having this conversation.
Because you kept cutting me off and you kept changing the conversation to be about something else to avoid answering the question. That's why.
I mean, but what does that say about me, that Augie's chat has groypers in it?
I don't know. I don't remember why I brought that point up. I have no idea. You kept changing the subject and you kept interrupting
me. It's stupid. It's a stupid question.
Instead of just answering the question, you just kept fucking this and that and this and giggling and interrupting.
If somebody needs a soundbite of Keemstar saying answer a question, they're gonna have like 50 different audio bites of it by the end of this.
If somebody has a soundbite of you nervously laughing, they're gonna have 50 fucking clips of that.
What the fuck, you guys? When did you guys have so much animosity? What the was...
I don't even know what's happening right now, to be fair.
Oh my god.
Well, this happened because of
Keem's a starving artist. Keem's really struggling on that Keemstar show channel.
You're definitely not starving, Nick.
You got me, buddy. I am quite rotund.
Oh.
That means fat if you're not like
I don't know about that one.
Smart.
Nick, you think the Keemstar show numbers are struggling?
Yes.
What?
Keem's a starving artist. He had to start over from ground zero.
I didn't have to start over. I choose to do a podcast on YouTube, and I fucking love it.
Nick, do you believe John Swan gets laid every other month?
You don't even produce content.
think John Swan's...
You appear on other people's shows. You're literally an orbiter, Nick.
Whoa.
That is what you are, an orbiter.
That's crazy, bro.
It's true.
Orbiting is a positive thing.
To be fair, if I pulled your numbers on the Keemstar show with my sub count, I would not produce content there either.
Oh, shit.
It's a brand new show. I have 3,000 subscribers.
Yeah, but whenever you like post it on your YouTube channel, be like, "Hey guys, new Keemstar show." They're just like, "Kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself," and that's like all the comments.
You do care about optics, don't you? You want
Yeah,
everyone to love you.
Wait, I just told you. I said kill yourself 3 times. That is not the. Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, how is this covered? What? I just said that Augie's community would beat a Jew to death like 3 seconds ago. We're on a stream where like
he's saying
I argue in favor of saying racial slurs.
My community the best. They don't do that. Also, end of the poll.
Excuse me, what?
They don't do that racial slur stuff. Like, because you're insulting Augie's and Nick is saying, yeah, how about your own? You're not denying it.
Listen, at the end of the day, it is cool that me and Keem are good friends, and then we can always have these types of conversations.
God. Nick, this is what you did. You manifested it. Now you're part of it. Welcome. What? Bro, what happened? You see, Nick, this isn't manufactured. This just happened.
Is Keem still here?
I'm here. I'm really confused.
He's thinking of his next question. It'll take him a little bit.
Okay, so the poll was the John.
It didn't take me a while to answer the question. It took you a while to answer the question, Nick. Let's be like honest and let's be true here. You avoided the question. You asked another question. You kept interrupting every time I spoke. You nervously giggled probably about 15 times. I don't need time to ask a question. I don't need time to do fucking anything. But you need a lot of time to accomplish anything. When's the last time you uploaded a video? You are probably the most laziest motherfucker I know in this community.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk about speed, let's not be about me versus you because I'm faster at fucking everything than you.
You got me, bro. You showed me just how much you don't care. So
Cope, you showed me how much you don't care. I do care. That's why I'm fucking that's why I'm calling you out. I care. And I'm not afraid to care. These unwritten rules that Xylee was fucking talking about so much, they're from you and all you fucking losers. All you guys have made this shit so fucking boring. You're so obsessed with optics instead of fucking actually being authentically yourself. Even in this conversation, it's nervously laughing, trying to play cool. There's nothing cool about you, Nick. You're a fucking dork.
Whoa.
There's nothing cool about you.
Jesus,
You're not cool. You don't come off as cool.
Okay.
It's not about striking a nerve. I'm being real with you. You're not fucking cool, dude. This act that you do is like John Swan doing an act on fucking Salvador's. It's the same thing, bro. Just be yourself. Stop doing this little act because it's fucking not cool.
All right. Okay. So there's a few things you said there that I do want to respond to, but I don't want to interrupt you.
That's real talk, and that's fucking facts, Nick. And if you want to deny it and fucking giggle and nervously passive-aggressive do that shit, fine. But you're just saying to all the motherfuckers here that you're fake. You're a fucking
Nick's gonna address everything right now.
Be real, Nick.
I actually really do want to address your. I actually do want to address your point. You can kind of talk my ear off if you want, but I do want to ask. So you're saying that I'm the one who cares about optics and I write unwritten rules, right?
Oh shit.
Sure. Is that that's the deal?
Yeah, I think you were on Tommy C earlier today saying like Xylee freaked out, so obviously she lost or something like that.
Okay, so that's definitely not what an unwritten rule means, but that's fine. We can address that in a second. Are you the one who said that Augie couldn't write for your website because he goes on the neo-Nazi Cozy TV platform? Because I feel like an optics person wouldn't have a problem with like, I mean, he couldn't go and try out for your show. You told him that he couldn't write for the website. You kind of blackballed him from the whole thing and gave everybody else a chance. But you wouldn't do that for him because he was affiliated with
so your response
streaming site.
So your response to me saying all you do is care about these fucking optics stuff all the time is saying, well, you cared about optics when Augie wanted to write for you, and you're like, no, you're too edgy.
Well, yeah, typically I don't like when people think that I like actually like hate Jews or something.
I care about optics too, to a certain extent, but you care. That's all you obsess about. Your counter argument is ridiculous.
Well, you haven't really demonstrated any argument that I only care about optics. Your argument is you talking a lot. So, like, if you can provide
knows that.
Well, what like part of my content has been hampered by optics? Can you like?
You get picked on by every one of these shows as being the optic
So
guy.
if everyone does it, I'm sure you could provide a single example.
Why would I have? It's like a known thing. Like what?
Who's it known by? Is it known by you saying it?
don't have examples on hand of you worrying about optics. You say it all the time. Well, the optics of this situation is bad. Like when you voice your opinion on these streams and shows, you're always talking about the optics. And that's why people meme on you about the fucking optics thing. Are you trying to deny that you don't do that and you don't say that and you're obsessed with the optics? Are you saying that's not true, Nick?
Keem is trying to say that he doesn't see the real raw Nick enough. Because I can agree with that part, but you know, like,
I don't even know what the argument you're trying to. I'm obsessed with optics. I don't know what you mean by that. So like, I need to know like literally what part of my content is hampered by my obsession with optics.
What I'm saying is you're constantly talking about the optics. I've seen you on streams. I've seen you.
Is that not like a valid perspective when talking about a drama to talk about optics?
You talk about optics more than anyone I fucking know.
What does that mean though? Like what's the all right, so I guess other people criticize me for the same thing, but they can actually like put it into words what they're trying to say. You're just repeating a buzzword somebody else said like Xylee does. So I just want to know, what do you think that means?
Oh, let's refer to Eduardo, to Salvador, and to Dumpy. If they think whether or not Nick is obsessed with the optics, let's just see.
Okay, but can you tell me what optics am I obsessed with? You could ask all your friends to agree with you, but can you tell me like what
your
optics
friends too? What, they're not your friends? Are not your friends?
Sure, but like you're not saying anything in particular. You're just saying like optics. Like if I didn't know any better, you'd be me.
Okay,
what are the optics?
He wants an assist. Okay. So
yeah, he needs the assist. But wait, hold on. So
this is what I was an assist. So I want people to voice their real opinions. Does Nick constantly stress about optics all the time?
All right. So he obviously doesn't have anywhere to go from this, but this is what I was trying to say before when we were talking about John. So Keemstar was obvious. So Keemstar, yeah, because they didn't answer.
You start talking. Well, I'm waiting for them to answer. Stop talking.
Well, Nick hasn't gotten
Edwin talks somebody in.
We can answer after Nick goes, and then we'll go, right?
Sure. So Keemstar was really like pissed off that we shit on him for like 2 hours straight, and then he tried to like make it a John Swan thing. And now I made a shot at his show, so he just dropped like a 10-minute rant about how I'm too optic oriented and I am uncool. So this I think is probably a more logically sound argument for my position than probably his.
I didn't know. Nick, I didn't know that you were shitting on me for 2 hours straight. I had no idea. I saw you were talking about me, and then I called in. Then I left. I didn't watch.
To your credit, you took it pretty well.
Because I'm not pissed, and I didn't even know until you're saying it right now that you shit on me for 2 hours, and I don't care. I was drunk. I deserve to be shit on. I said a lot of fucking cringy shit. All right, that's not what this is about. I'm just calling you out because of this fucking cocky, passive-aggressive laughing and shit. And I'm like, dude, fuck this guy.
Because you can't actually like make an argument. So like, yeah, I'm gonna be cocky and passive-aggressive, but I'm gonna laugh at you.
Okay. Well, I would like to ask Dumpy, Eduardo, and Salvador.
Hey, I'm Edwin
Deorio.
Salvatore.
The Mexican name joke is over.
Nicholas Deorio obsessed with optics.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Can Dumpy tell me what that means?
It means what I said it meant. You're obsessed with optics. Right. What do you mean? I just answered the question. He said, "Are you obsessed with optics?" I said yes. Is that it?
Okay.
Edwin, you go.
Obsessed sounds weird. I was saying earlier it's about like, seeing the raw Nick. I like the raw Nick. That's it. And sometimes his mind does go immediately for optics, but I don't think he means harm in that, like, yeah.
Okay, so that's two optics.
But also, I feel like optics plus like extra personality, like but maybe it's his persona to like go extra hard and it comes off as optics to people.
I actually am I like smoking crack right now? I have no idea what anybody is saying in this conversation.
What? Nick, I'll tell you the truth. Salvo's not
you. You very well might be correct. I just don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Okay, I'll tell you the truth, Nick. This is what's going on. All right, you've been fucking hanging out with this political bullshit for so much. You love it.
Bo Blacks. And Bo Blacks.
And it's
Are you guys jealous I spend my time with other people?
I'm not.
Yes, I'm very jealous, Nick. I want you back in commentary. I'm so jealous.
Nick, you should be spending time around me if you want to grow as a human, and
That's
not
true.
Bulldogs. But anyways, go ahead.
I think. Nick,
you just tell me what your actual criticism is. I don't care about any of this other stuff.
Every time I talk, Nick, I think that is what's causing you to be so obsessed with optics, and that's what's making you so super careful, and it's creating this fake persona of yourself instead of just being real and talking.
Am I getting fucking punked right now? Like, did you guys like get in front of a call and say like, we're gonna just say retarded shit for like the next 3 hours and not tell Nick that we're all in on it? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Bro, nobody's told you this before?
No, I've heard it, but I haven't heard it quite like this, where it's so obvious that nobody knows what optics are. Like, my brain is actually like pulsating out of my fucking skull right now.
Bro, we don't need you vibrating.
Optics is how like the audience is going to respond to like what you're saying, right?
No.
What are optics then? Explain it to me, because that's the way I understood it.
Nick, have a seat.
What?
Take a seat. Take a seat.
Okay, bro. I'm
gonna explain.
I'm gonna keep playing my Fortnite game. This is the stupid. Now you have to like actually present an argument that we can engage with it. I'm not engaging with this anymore.
Did we hear Nick's side when Keemstar rattled off on his rant? He said like, I want to talk about it for a minute. Did we get all of your points, Nick?
Yeah, my point was that he's talking about how I'm super optics oriented, but he blackballed Augie from the Drama Alert stuff and wouldn't let him work for his website because he was working with Nick Fuentes. And then he threatened to not have you on the show if you started streaming on Cozy. So I thought that was pretty hypocritical based on the argument he was making.
Well, one's for business, right?
Notice how Nick still hasn't answered a question, and it's
notice how Keemstar still hasn't asked a question.
No, the question was, how do you define optics?
You don't get to ask 42 questions and then demand that like this is how the okay. You have to present the argument.
You just said,
what do you think I am doing wrong?
Nick,
you are literally questioning me. What do you think
literally
I am
just
doing
said
wrong?
that I need to ask a question, so then I ask a question, and then you responded by saying you can't ask 40 questions. Okay, this is one single question. How do you define the word optics, Nick?
This isn't one single question. This is like your 15th one in a row. Pick one, go with it, and you have to like.
That is the one I pick. That is the one I pick. Oh Answer it. Stop dodging.
All right. Oh.
Okay.
Anybody got anything else?
No. Salvo, is there anything else here? I don't think so. I don't.
Oh God, how did this happen, Edwin?
I don't know. To be honest, I have no idea. Okay.
But I made a comment about his numbers.
Nick, I will say this: do not go on Twitter tomorrow and talk about peak dog shit content. Okay, because now you're part of it. So you're sorry, bro. You're stuck.
This is dog shit.
Bro, it's not answering the question. What is the definition of optics? God,
are you drunk? Wait, are you drunk?
I have been drinking, and why am I destroying in this argument and you dodging every little fucking thing? Okay. I have been drinking. You're sober, right? Answer the fucking question. What is your definition of optics?
Wait, did he leave?
See,
no, I'm
gonna leave. Because what's the point,
well,
dude? What is the point? This guy's a coward. Like, what is this fucking
shit.
Like felt it? What are your little terms that you use, bro?
Felted?
Like,
I don't even know what that means.
Dunzo. Dead air, Nick.
Where is this coming from, bro?
Yeah, is there?
I'm not answering the question. What do you mean? Where's it coming from? I'm asking you a direct question.
Oh, he's stuck on this specifically. Like,
yeah, he's like looping.
You don't have a deep hatred for Nick.
Is your brain buffering, Nick? What is going on? Is there like a loading screen that you're looking at right now?
Bro, I think your brain's been loading shaders for 25 minutes, dude.
No,
you've been stuck on the main menu.
Okay,
I'm only stuck on the main menu because you won't hit the start button.
No, because I am not humoring this conversation.
Answer the question.
Keem, at least present yourself as
Daniel. I'm putting my I'm putting my cock down.
Okay.
Fucking coward.
Okay.
Sure.
Lord.
Okay. So present yourself as Daniel, so he knows you're being a real person, Keem. First of all.
Daniel here.
Yeah.
But did he leave?
What? Me or him?
No, Keem.
Daniel here.
Oh, he was getting Daniel from the other room. What's up, Daniel?
Hanging out. Trying to find the definition of optics.
All right, so yeah, where is? Can you talk about the source of your grilling of Nick here? That's what he's wondering.
Just got frustrated. He's constantly interrupting me. He dodges questions.
Thank you for admitting that you're mad.
He does.
All right, fine.
I don't care that I'm mad. You care about that. You have these unwritten commentary rules. I don't give a fuck about your rules. I have no rules. All right.
Okay.
I don't care.
Perfect. All right.
I am mad.
So what's your game? Fine. Fine. I'll play your game. What is your question? What is your question?
I don't care, Nick.
All right, fine.
What are you going to do?
Fine. I'm playing your game. Keem. All right,
he's playing the game.
All right, Keem, I'm playing your game. Keem, I'll play your game. What's your question?
He's playing the game.
He's playing the game.
Keem, I'll play your game. What is your question?
Fucking fraud that can't show emotion.
No,
can't
Keem, please.
Real online. I am not.
No, Keem, I'll play the game. I'll play the game.
I am not. I'm not playing your little bullshit.
I'll play the game, dude. Come on, buddy. I want to answer your question.
I don't have your rules.
No, I'll answer your question, buddy. Come on.
What is the term of optics? What does that mean to you?
Oh fuck. Okay. Optics is when you have sex with a 20-year-old girl when you're having a midlife crisis. I think that's optics.
Good one, Nick.
I think that's is that what optics is?
Really good.
Can you guys help me on that one?
A good one. So basically, you're saying the same definition of what I said earlier that you said was wrong. I said
optics,
that the term optics
is no. Optics,
I'm sorry, you're talking when I'm
hold
talking.
On, no.
I
I'm sorry.
Earlier, you're interrupting me again, Nick. You're interrupting me once again, Nick.
Oh fuck, no. Optics
you're still interrupting me. You're still interrupting me, Nick. Nick, I'm sorry,
optics
but I'm trying to respond to what
optics is when I tweet a poll saying, should I make a drama alert? And people put 20% yes, right?
You're still interrupting me.
Right? Is that what optics is?
Is still interrupting me. Earlier in the stream, I literally said optic means how the audience is going to react to what you're doing or saying or whatever. And you said, no, that's incorrect. You acted like that was a stupid response. But now you're giving two scenarios trying to pick on me, giving the exact same definition. So I'm sorry, but you're fucking dumb.
Wait, hold on. The definition of
coping so bad.
No, I'm actually
pathetic.
Did I say something I didn't think I thought I made a joke about you fucking
the stream up.
Wait, I'm so what are you talking about?
We're gonna go back to when I gave you the definition.
I'm going to rewind. Okay.
You sat there like a bitch. You're like, oh, that's not the fucking definition. And then you just gave this audience right here 2 examples that in fact is the definition of optics.
Keem, those weren't 2 examples. I was just being retarded. Wait, I'm so.
Okay.
So what is the
would you say,
definition
Keem?
Wait, did you
optics?
take that as like a serious point? Wait, what is happening?
What are the definition of optics?
Keem, would you say that the way Nick responded to you was trying to optically fuck you?
Nick's a try hard tonight, and it ain't working, bro. It's not working one bit. He's just sitting there buffering for fucking 30 minutes now.
Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that Nick is not willing to open up to you, Keem. He's not giving you that respect tonight. That's what I'm seeing. So I don't think
he's doing this cool guy thing, like laughing and being passive aggressive, interrupting people when they talk.
It doesn't appear he's interested in engaging with your conversation.
Of course. I mean, because he doesn't have a point.
Well, I think the situation has got hostile too quick, but I made a point personally that I think that Nick and Augie are sort of like present as arbiters of what's cool and what's not. But that's our optics conversation.
If anybody feels like I'm telling you what is cool and what is not, that's probably. All right, well, let's not really take Xylie's word for anything here. That was real. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that you're probably off on that one. Listen, I think that we all give like opinions online and stuff, but I don't think necessarily I'm telling you the golden rule. In fact, like when I'm talking to Matt about content, I usually say like, no, I think that like although Salvo and like Edwin's content isn't really for me, most of the time I don't sit there and watch the 4-hour streams and stuff like that. I understand that there's an audience for it, and I think that people enjoy that stuff. So even content that I'm not like super positive and super hyped on, I'm pretty welcoming towards. I just don't enjoy making it myself usually, unless it's like a special occasion.
This response,
I'm getting sick and tired of Nick's shtick. Nick has her stick.
I will say that was a very political response to a question that I didn't even.
No, he has a stick. No bullshit. No meme. Like you have a shtick, and I'm getting tired of it. It's so annoying.
I don't know why you had to say any of that, to be honest.
When you get called out for your shtick, you can't even defend it. Like it's pathetic, Nick.
All right, so can you tell me what part of my content is hampered by my optics?
that's for Keem, because my argument is...
What do you mean it's just boring? Wait,
boring, and it's like this. It's like this sarcastic, over the top sarcastic, like
I don't
cool
know, dude.
guy.
I don't want
like
nothing
bothered me.
So it kind of goes hand in hand.
Like, do you not? All right, Edwin, can you like moderate first? I'm gonna be honest with you, Edwin. I don't really. So what am I supposed to do here if his whole argument is like, you're doing X thing, but I can't tell you why it's bad, but it's bad.
Keem, it's not working. We're gonna get stuck in this wall here. Like, you gotta present something else.
I don't want to loop for like 45 minutes. So can we just figure out like,
what are you talking about? I just defined the shtick. What?
Edwin, can you translate what Daniel's trying to say to
so
Nick in a way
no, Salvo, we tried doing this. So you can try it.
Nick won't let you. He interrupts. He won't.
Well, this time I kind of said something, but this time I'll get Keem's, like, see if I'm doing it right, because I'm kind of feeling like Keem is essentially saying that he's not seeing a Nick that is real. He's seeing like a kind of character that presents. Optics is one thing, right? So, and I guess it's kind of like the tunnel vision, but like but it's not. It's kind of trying to say that he's not seeing the real person. What do you think about that interpretation?
See, I get what you're saying. I just don't know what part of me isn't the real person. I don't know where is the fake persona coming.
That is what Keem is describing.
Nick, right now, you've been demasked a little bit, so you're being more real. But earlier in the call, you were doing the interrupting, the ha 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 ha, and the passive aggressive laughing, and the avoiding questions. When you get hit with a question, then you ask another question instead of answering that. You're being a bit of a coward, but that cool guy shtick of yours is like kind of dropped now, and now you seem to be a little bit more of yourself.
No, I don't think you've made a decent statement this entire conversation. I don't think you actually know what we're talking about. But Edwin has been gracious enough of actually engaging with the conversation, so I'll talk to him.
That's just more of a coward move. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, essentially, did I translate your point though, Keem? Was that kind of what you're saying, right? Like, because you're saying that you don't see them as being real. You see them as putting on an act and acting X ways, right?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Are you aware that we are on stream?
Oh.
Yeah.
Who is that? It's Augie.
Augie's calling because the optics are not good with this.
Is Augie for real?
Nick,
what'd you say, Augie?
Nick, disconnect. Optics failed.
No, we went on Edwin's stream. Damn. Tensions are running high right now. Nobody said hi back to you.
Can't hear him. We can't hear him.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, we didn't hear that.
Oh, you can't hear him?
No, we can't hear him.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Why? Oh, it's Discord. Discord has the noise canceling thing.
Augie's tard wrangling right now.
Dude.
Oh my God, is Augie trying to save Nick? No, that wouldn't make sense. There's no